Hello everyone and welcome back to the very prolonged and highly anticipated part 2 to my Spider-Man No Way Home Funko Pop unboxing. I kind of insinuated in the first part that this part would be out shortly after the first one, but as you can tell, we're months away from that first one coming out. I mean, I think the first one came out in, I don't know, January, February, and now it's almost January of next year, so I apologize that this is taking so long to come out, but I haven't really had the time or the money to get these guys, but since Christmas has passed, I just got these guys. I don't have Doctor Strange yet. If I do end up getting him, I'm probably going to include him in a part 3 where I take a look at him, and then probably Ned and MJ or any exclusives that I get. But for now, I'm happy with my collection so far. So let's stop beating around the bush and take a look at these items. Who do we want to start with? Let's do least favorite to favorite. My least favorite out of these three, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm gonna have to go with Electro here. So as you can see, it's not like the first part where these guys were in their Amazon boxes and I unboxed them. I got these as gifts, so they obviously didn't come in their shipping boxes, but I'm still gonna take them out of their packaging here. Yeah, Electro, he's not one of my least favorite villains. I'm just not really crazy about him. I mean, compared to these two, he lacks, I don't know. He's not as great as these two. Jamie Foxx is not my favorite actor, and I don't think he does a fantastic job as Electro, especially compared to Alfred Molina and Willem Dafoe, but I think he does a decent job. So, I mean, the packaging is pretty much the same as the Spider-Men themselves. Electro is 1164. Got the logo up there. There's the Pop logo. And then there is Electro himself. There's his name. And then there he is right there. Here's the side of the box. Again, we got that little spider face mask logo thing right there. Here's the back. I have these 4, and then these 3. I gotta work on getting these guys, and then I'm also looking to get Ned, and then possibly some exclusives. I really want to get that fully suited Green Goblin with the mask and everything, but that one's decently hard to come by, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the other side. Here is the top and the bottom. Cool, so let's get him out here. Okay, I don't want to... I really hate Funko Pops. Well, it's not really their fault, it's more my fault. Whenever I unbox them, I always crease this part, but I'm going to be careful not to do that here. So, let's slide him out here. Put the box in the background here for you. Oh, sorry. I hit something off to the side here. But yep, here he is in his plastic. Let's get him out. Are you kidding me? I'm speechless. So if you watched the first part of my unboxing, or the first part of this series, you'll know that when I unboxed Toby, he broke, but Electro broke too. What in the world? What is going on with Funko Pop? Or with Funko? I don't know. Is this just with me? Did I didn't touch that thing. It just fell out. With Toby, I was going to bring him down, but I totally forgot. With Toby, I actually super glued him back together, so... I basically stood him up like this, and then I put some books underneath him to get him standing up, so he was... So, like, this back plastic part was exactly level with this, so... I'm gonna have to do the same thing with Electro here, but... The figure itself is honestly kind of cool. It's got this mask here. Not really a mask, more like just lightning bolts, but it resembles the mask from the comics. And then his eyes are yellow, which is kind of funny. And then he's got his, like, fireman's suit. Pretty cool. The detailing goes all the way around, which is pretty awesome. And then somebody commented on the first part of the video, or of this series, and they said that all Star Wars and Marvel figures are bobbleheads. And I was very confused in the first part because the Funko Pops that I had before that were all just static, but those weren't Star Wars or Marvel. Those were my first Marvel ones. I have a couple of the Across the Spider-Verse Pops, and those are also bobbleheads, so that makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, pretty cool. And then he's got, like, lightning coming out of his hands. It's not a bad figure, it's just, I'm not really a huge fan of the character. TASM 2, I don't really want to say the full name of the movie because it gives me brain cancer, but that movie is just piss poor. It looks great, and Andrew Garfield is great, but the script is just awful. Yeah, and then what's down here? Oh, sorry. Oh, just some copyright stuff. Okay. I don't know what it is, but the No Way Home Pops are, like, very discounted. I'm not sure about the Spider-Men themselves, but I know Electro, Green Goblin, and, like, Doc Ock, they were down to, like, $8 at points, which is a bit interesting. And then I've been to, like, TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods recently, and they have Spider-Woman and Spider-Bite from Across the Spider-Verse. Those are on sale for $5, so I don't know why these guys aren't so popular, but I don't know. Yeah, that sucks that the stand broke. You know, get out of here, I don't care. We'll put you right over there. Alright. Okay, oh, this is tough. These are both great characters. Let's go with Green Goblin. I'm sorry, Doc Ock is just iconic. I'm sorry, I'm just going to open him up right away. So, I have a bit of a confession with this one. I only got Doc Ock and Electro for Christmas. I've had Green Goblin for a couple of months. I was buying something for a remake back in July or something from Amazon. And if I got $25 worth of stuff, I got free shipping. But that was only like $8. So I was like, hey, why not get this as well? So, and he was decently discounted. Maybe it wasn't $8. Maybe it was like 12 or something. But this was about 7 or so. So I was like, screw it. I'll get him. So I've had Green Goblin for a couple of months. And he has been opened. So I just put him back in the box for clarity. And I just wanted to do another unboxing so you guys would be interested. But yeah, I don't want to be a liar, especially around the holiday season, so whatever. Yep, Green Goblin is 1165. You'd think he'd be the first one. You'd think he'd be 1164 because he's the main villain in No Way Home, but oh well. Yep, there is his little render there, the name, and there he is himself. On the side there, pretty much the same as Electro. And then the backs are pretty much the same. Same with this side, and the top, and the bottom. Very cool. Alright, let's get him out here. I'm actually really glad that Green Goblin didn't have his mask in No Way Home. He had it for a little bit, but I think they realized that Willem Dafoe's face is just so interesting that they let him do a lot of his goblin acting, so I really appreciate that. Anyways, here is Gobby himself. I absolutely oh boy. I really love that he has his glider. That's so cool, and that's got the spikes on the front here. A little sharp, actually. Pretty cool. I love the pose that he's making, too. It's so cool. He's got the pumpkin bomb right there. I assume this is probably from the scene where he's about to kill Aunt May. Spoilers. It's been out for 2 years, though. If you haven't seen it now, you're never going to see it. Yeah. That's just what it reminds me of. And then he's got his ripped pants and his ripped hoodie up there. Very cool. And I love the face, too. Funko doesn't typically do mouths, but you can tell that he'd have an absolutely terrifying mouth just by his expression. I love that he has his hood, and his hood is also a bit ripped there. I hope there's not dust on here. That would not be too good. We got some more rips around the side here. Yeah. Pretty thick. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I love the detail in the glider. Sorry, my tripod setup is a bit weird here. I left my good tripod at school, and I can't really go back and get it. So I have my phone set up on a Thomas VHS tape. I've got a piece of track, and it's resting against a jar that I keep my ballast in. So I gotta awkwardly reach around that jar and try not to hit it. So I apologize if I, hit the camera or anything. It's not intentional. But yeah, really nice. I like this one a lot. Peter. Cool. Oh, sorry, I gotta put his box back. Excuse me. Let's throw him over there, and then we'll go to the man, the myth, and the legend, Dr. Octopus. We don't really need to take a look at the box because it's literally exactly the same as the other two. Let's get him out here. Before I forget, put his box right there. Get him out. Oh man, this is sick. Look at that. That's Alfred Molina right there. I mean, just look at that. They got the hair right. They got his goggles right. Look at these arms. They're sick, and they still got some of the. Oh, so this isn't him from the end of the movie or from like before the first fight. This is him with the nanotech arms, which is a bit upsetting, but looks kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, they got his jacket and clothes right. I like that. I love these arms. I mean, they're what are they different? Oh no, in the movie, in Spider-Man 2 and in No Way Home, every single like claw is technically different, but it looks like they just copied and pasted the claws to each one, except this one has a little spike on the end, which is kind of cool. Oh, this is probably from when he's got Peter, like, above the bridge and he's about to kill him. That's probably what they were trying to go for with this, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Really nice. And I got it going through his back here. Love it. Yeah, this one's probably my favorite one. Out of all the different No Way Home pops, I gotta say this one is probably my favorite. I mean, they just nailed this one. And the arms are just so cool. Yeah, that's quite the trio there. I don't know why, sorry, I hit the table. I don't know why they never made, singles of the Lizard or Sandman. I mean, I know they're included in that, what is it, an 8-pack for, Walmart. And then they also did the, like, deluxe, like, scene recreation thing. They did, one for each of them, so. Unfortunately, I'll never be able to get them in singles, but if I absolutely want them, I'll probably just get that, like, build a scene thing. Because that Walmart pack is actually, from what I can gather, pretty rare, so. Yep, these are the only 3 villains that we're probably going to get singles of from No Way Home. But you know what? That's perfectly fine because, barring you are the best, so. That's cool. Now, we're running a bit quick here, so I have one more additional pop to take a look at. It is Spider-Man related, but it's not No Way Home. We got Peter B. Parker and Mayday for Spider-Verse. Let me center him. Oh, sorry, Doc Ock. Let me center him a bit better. Yeah, I love this pop. I just got him last week, and I gotta say, this one is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, I love Peter B. Parker. He's probably one of the best characters from Into the Spider-Verse. And I'm not crazy about how he was portrayed in this movie, but I love how accurate this pop is. Love it. So we got the logo for the movie up there against the cityscape. That's really cool. $12.39. This one was actually released a bit later than the other Spider-Verse pops. I believe the first round came out in late April, early May. But this one, from what I gather, was only released very recently, and it is a Hot Topic exclusive. I believe there's one more Spider-Verse pop coming out, I remember seeing a picture somewhere, and there were two quote quote mysterious pops that weren't revealed yet, and I assume one of them was Peter B. Parker, but I don't know if we are getting another one. I'd like to see one of the other variants come out. I am just biased when I say this, but I would absolutely love a Spectacular Spider-Man Funko Pop. That thing would honestly complete my life. That's one of my favorite iterations of Spider-Man, and he's very special to me because, excuse me, that was my introduction to the character. So I'd love to see him get his own pop. I don't know though. But yeah, we got his little rendering there. I love that he has the 5 o'clock shadow. That's really cool. Yeah, Hot Topic exclusive. Funny thing, I've seen this go on eBay for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. When I went to Hot Topic, I was expecting to not find any of these. There were probably 20 of these things there. I was shocked because this thing was going for so much money on eBay, but I got it for like 12, how much was it? Oh, a little pricey. 15 bucks there from Hot Topic, but it's a lot better than 30, 40 bucks that I would have had to pay on eBay. And I always prefer getting things from a physical store, so cool. Yep, Peter B. Parker and Mayday right there. I love how the Spider-Verse Pops boxes look from the side. I just love this orange. I love the purple, and their renders look really good against the backdrop there. Really nice. And then here are the other pops that you can get. What do I have? I don't have any of these. I haven't seen this pop in public. Or in, like, a physical store yet. I don't know if it's out yet, or if it's just really, really rare, but I don't know where Miles is. I have the Target exclusive Miles, where he's dressed as Miles, but I don't have him as Spider-Man. I have seen Gwen in a store, but I haven't gotten her yet, and I haven't seen her recently, so I'll have to get her eventually. Similarly to Miles, I don't have Spider-Man 2099 yet. Another pretty hard one to find. I do have the Spot. I almost got Spider-Man India, but I didn't have enough money, so I didn't get him. I have Spider-Woman. I got her for Christmas. And then I don't have Spider-Bite, but she's actually a pretty common one. And then I have the Medieval Vulture, and I also have the Walmart exclusive Scarlet Spider. And then I also have just regular Gwen Stacy, not as Spider-Woman, just dressed up as Gwen. She's a GameStop exclusive, I believe. So yeah. On the side here, Peter B. Parker and Mayday. I like that they're poking up here. That's kind of funny. They all have that. You can see with Green Goblin here, he's kind of poking up on the bottom. That's kind of cool. And then here is the top. And then the bottom. Let's open them up here. Sorry, I should probably get that more in frame. Slide them out. Don't really have room for the box, so I'll just set it aside here. Oh! Sorry, Peter. Oh, there's a little stand in here. Oh, can I get this out? Oh, give me 1 second. Let me just take it off the screen really quick. Ugh. Man, I got this thing in here good. There we go. Oh! Oh no! Almost dropped it. There we go. I'll take a look at him before I put him on the stand. Love that head sculpt. That looks just like him in the movie. And again, the 5 o'clock shadow is really nice. And then there's Mayday. Very cute. She's really small. I mean, I know she's really young in the movie, but she's just tiny here. You got Peter's robe here, and then you can just faintly see his Spider-Man suit underneath. So that's kind of cool. I have a hot take that I'll reveal at the end of this video. I don't hate how he looks here, but there is one issue that I have with it. I'll discuss that later. We got some slippers here. Cool, Dad. Good for you. You got your socks at a mismatched length there, so I don't know how cool you are. Sorry. We got his... What is this? The Baby Bjorn, I believe? Maybe? I don't know, his baby pouch thing. I don't know. I'm not a dad. I wouldn't know that. Here, I got the straps on the back here. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh. There we go. Copyright stuff. All that jazz. Let's get him on the stand here. Will he go on? Oh, give me 1 second. Let me just take him off screen here. I'll talk about the movie. I mean, I thought we had it really good with No Way Home, but man, Across the Spider-Verse is just phenomenal. It's my favorite movie of this year by far. Actually, I'll show you. Yes, screw it. Let me show you right now. I have a poster for it right there. But I've seen the movie so many times. I actually saw it 12 times in theaters, I think. I was just like, why not? And I have a subscription thing, so I can see movies for free, basically, whenever I want, so. Cool. I don't know. This isn't going in. I don't know if you can see on the bottom here, but his foot has like a hexagonal outline. This is just a circle. And I can't really fit him on. I don't want to break it. But it's not going on. I think I'm just going to put this back in the box and just stand him up here. Because he does stand pretty well. Yeah. He's perfectly fine like that. I mean, what I have in my room right now, I have all my Pops displayed like this. So I can just stand them up against the box. Oh, sorry, Electro. Yeah. Perfectly fine. Let's put you back to where you belong. Yeah. Really cool. So, I almost forgot to mention this, but I have a hot take. Again, I love how he looks in the movie. I think it looks pretty funny, and it's, you know, it fits the tone of the movie and his character, but at the end of the movie, when Gwen was gathering or starting up her band, essentially, where she got all of her different spider friends to go and save Miles from Earth 42, she recruits Peter, and he's still wearing this. I don't have a problem with him carrying Mayday, but I think it would have been so much more badass if he was fully dressed in the spider suit, but then he also had Mayday. That would be like, okay, I'm not messing around. I gotta go and save my friend Miles. Like, he doesn't give no shits. He's going to save Miles. This, he looks just kind of dopey and kind of silly. Like, he's a dad, and he's got spider powers, and he has a little spider baby, and he's just, you know, hanging around, so. I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse, but I'd love to see him just fully suited with Mayday. That'd be pretty sick, in my opinion. But yeah, get out of here, Peter. You're not a No Way Home character. Get out of here. Yeah, that's really all I have. Let's see. You were decent, and you two were great. I love both of these pops. This one's also not bad. This one is also really good, but these two just blew me away, especially this one here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make them bobble. I like that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, that's all I have for now. A part 3 for this series probably won't be coming out right after this one. You might have to wait another year, but I'm probably going to be getting Doctor Strange, and then I'll try and get Ned and MJ. I've seen MJ in like Barnes and Noble, so I'll get her eventually. And then I believe Ned with the cloak was exclusive to Walmart, but I haven't seen that ever, I don't think, so I'll have to get that on eBay or something. But for now, I'm pretty happy with my No Way Home collection. So until next time, thank you guys so much for dealing with my obnoxious rambling and stupid commentary. But I will see you all later. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. I will see you on the other side. Goodbye.